Hi everyone, this is Nikki Rowland, and today I have a couple of December album layouts to share for Lottie Loves Paper. I'm using the Crepe Paper Hey Santa collection and Merry and Bright by Coco Vanilla Studio. I'm mixing the two together. I have two layouts here. I have been inspired by other people for these two layouts. So the one on the left, I've seen loads of people do this year. It was an Ali Edwards thing. She did quite a few with these split pages, some with photos, some with embellishments and journaling, but I really liked the idea of a large photo cropped to 3x8, so I thought I'd go ahead and do that, and I have made it black and white. And I say it's a real close-up of my little boy, my 2-year-old, who is playing very intently with his new dinosaur magnets that he got for Christmas, and I just really loved the look of concentration on his face, and it was just a real great sum up of what we did on Boxing Day, which was play with presents all day. I have cut the photo to 3x8, and I've cut some pattern paper that is by Coco Vanilla Studio, Merry and Bright, and I have cut that to 3x8 too. And then I have sewn the two pieces together using white stitching and a zigzag stitch on my sewing machine. So they are sewn together, and then I can add some embellishments around the photo. So obviously I'm going to, I have a very busy pattern paper on the right, but I don't want to over embellish on top of my photo that much, so I'm going to go for the central point and add a few embellishments. So I'm adding a large Christmas tree from Merry and Bright. I've also got a tag that is from Crepe Paper Hey Santa. I've just distressed the edges of that, and then I've got a swan on there, which doesn't really work for me for Christmas. Is it a swan, or is it supposed to be like a goose or something? I'm not sure. Anyway, swans and geese don't really work for me, so I have tucked him in and covered him up. So magic, no more swan. And I've tied some black and white chevron ribbon through the top of the tag. Now I've stapled that in place, and the reason I've done that is for bulk reasons. So I quite often either tie it into a knot, or I tie a piece of thread around the top two pieces and tie in a small bow, but either way of doing that, because it squishes the ribbon together, it makes a larger area, and I'm really running out of space in this album, so I've just stapled it together so that way the ribbon remains flat. Okay, I've also added a present or a gift from a sticker from the Coco Vanilla Studio stickers. I fussy cut it out because it was on a square, and then I've added that at the bottom of the Christmas tree. As I said, we spent the entire day playing with presents, so it made sense for me to have a Christmas tree and a present on there. So just added a few strips of white for my journaling, and that's that page done. I think that's pretty much it. So moving over onto the right hand side, I'm a big fan of the fabulous Christina Sales. Has anyone seen her? She's brilliant. Go follow her if you haven't. She has this really amazing, unique style where she can just use a few items and make them look amazing. I can't do Christina Sales style because I just have to put too much on, but this layout over on the right was inspired by her style. I do make it my own, and end up with something really quite different, but I started off with some similar elements. So I started off with a doily, a red background or a reddy pink background, and a large number. So I cut my large number on the silhouette. It's the same font that I've got on all my small numbers as well, but I cut it twice. I cut it in white, and then I cut exactly the same size in red, so I could offset it and have like a shadow effect in the red. And I've really stuck to like monochrome for this layout. I've gone with all reds and pinks and a small amount of gold. I've cut my photo into a circle, and I've cut a few more circles on my silhouette. No, I haven't. With my metal dies, because I wanted to repeat the doily shape. So I think Christina on hers had a square photo and a doily, and a large number. And I think that was pretty much it. It was stunning, absolutely stunning. I can't do that. I just can't not put more things on than that. So like I said, this is inspired by her beautiful, beautiful style, but ended up looking more like mine with lots of things in place. So it's great to be inspired by other people sometimes. And then, of course, you can make it your own as well. There's some great December daily groups around where people share lots of their layouts and things. So if you're working on your December albums, then make sure you check out the other groups, because there's oodles and oodles of ideas floating around the internet at the moment. So yeah. Okay, so I have fuzzy cut a load of flowers, all in those same colours. I wanted to keep repeating these circular elements, and obviously flowers generally are circular, so that worked for me. I've also fuzzy cut out some smaller flowers as well, rather than just the large ones. I've added a flare badge, of course that's a circle too. I've added a piece of ephemera on top of my doily, which is circular too. And I'm also adding in some snowflakes again, which are circular. So yeah, it's all about the circles, whilst not being overly circles. Does that make sense? So I usually do a layout with circles on for my December album, but it's normally like tons of just like white circles or something like that. This layout is not like that. It's definitely an arranged layout, you know. It's a layout rather than just circles, but it does have lots of circular elements on it. Okay, so adding in those snowflakes, they are from the confetti from the crepe paper Hey Santa. There is some really lovely snowflakes and things in there. Okay, and that is me done. So I'm just putting those pages into that album, and yeah, that's it finished. So I hope you've enjoyed these layouts. These are a bit different for me normally. I say both of these I've taken inspiration from other people, so rather than my own style I've gone with others, but I really enjoyed making them. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. That was Nikki Rowland for Lottie Loves Paper.